like to introduce a super entrepreneur, a super investor, a super angel, a super mentor, a super author, and now, and I'm very proud to say, a super friend, yes. Brian Cohen.
And a super husband, 32 years. Really important, by the way.
So, first of all, Brian, when I read the book, I actually thought it was, reading the title, every angel investor wants you, the entrepreneur, to know. It was written for the entrepreneur. As I started to read it, I said, it's equally written, seems to be, for the investor. Is it written for one side or the other, or for both?
No, it's really both. I like to say it's a contact sport. That's pretty much the context of making great angel investments. But it works the same way for the entrepreneur. It's a contact sport. It's about being inside the head of both. And once both people realize and are aligned beyond the nature of the transaction, but about the behaviors of what you're interested in, i.e. partnership, money, relationship building going forward, you gain insight by learning about what each other and what their needs are. So yeah, it's really for both, no question.
When you say contact sport too, to me that says know thy investor, right? And investor, know thy entrepreneur.
Oh, absolutely. So it's so silly. There's so much to share with you. The inside baseball of this strange startup world and the financing of it. We're people, and I'm a professional angel investor. So I segment that. 95% of angel investors are amateurs. They're rich enough people so they can be defined by the SEC as accredited investors, but it's not an investment class that people in my world of angel investing really think about deeply. I think about it deeply, and I teach angel investors to think about it deeply as well. And I usually point out that angel investors don't make any money. Did you hear me? Did you hear me in the back? Angel investors don't make any money. Very few, if any, ever made money. I know there's one here. I was just talking to him. But it's not what you think. So learning from each other and gaining that relationship and building that contact relationship is everything. But most importantly, and I do want to make some points, you have to remember that you're in control, not the money. If you start thinking that the money is in control, you're out of control. If you've got your business and you know how to build it and you know how to raise money, you should be the one who's really driving the ability to raise that money. When I talk about contact sport, when I talk about the relationship, every angel investor that's a professional angel investor wants to be found. I want to know who you are. I'm not trying to be skittish off on the side somewhere or be hard to find. I want to be found. There are very few of those angel investors out there. And those are the angel investors that are what I call Hollywood angel investors. It's a shiny new toy business opportunity and they tend to invest, but in the end, it was a terrible investment. So I'm all for the professional angel investor, smart money, not easy to find, but you got to find it, investing in smart businesses.
Okay, so how do you find it? Because one of the questions I get from a lot of my early stage clients is, how do I find investors?
Well, again, it should be easy to find. So angel groups, as a phenomenon, started 12 or so years ago. There's a bunch of different people, rich generally, maybe out of entrepreneur exits that they had themselves. And they started angel groups. The wisdom of crowds, it's fabulous. I'm looking here at one of my great angels, Alessandro, and I see some other angels from the New York Angels, and we troll everywhere. I'm addicted to it. I go to every business plan competition I could go to. I go everywhere to listen. I don't think there's anybody who's come up to me here today that I've not tried to do my best to listen to everything they have to say. It's an addiction. Now, for me, I'm a professional angel investor. That's my responsibility. There's not enough investment flow among the angels that are independents for them to make the best investment decisions. They tend to choose their tallest midgets. They should always be looking for the best opportunities they can. So, where are we? We're everywhere that we need to be to find you. That's number one. Those are the best angel investors. Second, we're an angel group. So New York Angels, $100 million into a little over 100 companies, is a professional angel group. You apply. You go online, www.angels.com, and we'll do some screening online. We'll do another screening level for 16 or so companies once a month, and then we'll see who's going to write checks, right? So much to share. Angel groups can be membership-based, they could be fund-based, or they could be some hybrid of the two. New York Angels is pretty much a member-based organization. We're available. Go apply to us. There's lots of angel groups in New York. We've recently created GAIN. I got all the angel groups together in New York to make it easier so you can find us, right? Why should you, as an entrepreneur, have to struggle to find us? Does that make any sense to anybody? Right? Does it make any sense to us? When somebody thanks me for talking to them, I say, well, why would you thank me? That's my business. I'm supposed to be here talking to you. This weird sort of, oh, the money, we better be nice and sweet, and so these weird feelings come up. No, I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you. You make me do this. You make me excited, and more important, it's probably the biggest honor in my life to meet you, because I'm looking to try and find the greatest company I could invest in. I'm a professional angel investor. There's a big difference.
And also, I mean, I think you point out very wisely in the book, I mean, there are so many tools on the internet, including LinkedIn, that you can actually track people, see what their interests are, see what they invest in.
Sure, if you go to the Angel site, all over LinkedIn is there. You could track over it to see who the smartest person or the rightest person is for you to talk to. And it's good for you to reach out, and they should all be in the same business I'm in, the hugging business. We're looking for companies to invest in, and we want to hug you. And I've learned somebody's laughing up here in the front row, but I know it sounds weird, right? We're supposed to be hard.